The movie we are discussing is Goodnight Mommy, released in 2022. Let's dive into the story. The story opens with a video showing a mother singing to her twin sons, Elias and Lucas. The family seemed happy when they were still together before the divorce took place. Now, Elias and Lucas are planning to visit their mother's house after living with their father following the separation. When they arrive, they notice that their father has left without staying, seemingly avoiding a meeting with their mother. As they step inside, the house feels eerily quiet. Elias even discovers leftover food that has rotted. Suddenly, their mother appears, her face wrapped in bandages. She explains that she has just undergone plastic surgery at a beauty clinic. She sets a series of strict rules, including forbidding Elias and Lucas from entering her room. Despite the tension, she tries to engage with them and even receives some of their drawings, something that would usually make any parent proud, but she seems indifferent. Later that evening, a moment of mother-child interaction unfolds, resembling a normal family scene. Nostalgic, Elias asks his mother to sing the song they used to sing together as kids. Unexpectedly, she refuses, shocking Elias and making him sense that something has changed about her. The next day, Elias and Lucas play in the barn. Driven by curiosity, Elias ventures into the area his mother had strictly forbidden. Inside, he finds the barn unchanged and even comes across some of his old toys. On one of the wooden beams, he notices a stain that looks like blood. Soon, their mother discovers that Elias has disobeyed her rules and angrily scolds him. Elias explains he was only looking for a toy for Lucas. Though his excuse seems weak, their mother remains upset and disappointed. After returning home, tension between them intensifies. Elias overhears his mother on the phone with his father, discussing how he had entered the barn despite being forbidden. She admits she can no longer maintain the pretense, especially because of Elias's behavior. This raises Elias's curiosity about what his parents might be hiding. Before the call ends, Elias retreats to his room. The next day, Elias shares his concerns with Lucas about what he overheard. They are puzzled by their mother's remark about being tired of pretending. Determined to uncover the truth, they plan to secretly install a listening device in their mother's room. When the chance comes, they sneak inside. However, as their mother's voice draws near, they quickly hide. While hiding, Elias is shocked to see that the drawing he had made for her has been thrown into the trash. At the same time, their mother, holding a fork, examined her face in the mirror to check the results of her plastic surgery. Once satisfied with her reflection, she noticed Elias's drawing left lying around. Without hesitation, she tore it up and threw it away. Elias was shocked, feeling as if his mother despised him. Elias then shared his mother's strange behavior with Lucas. They recalled the moment she had refused to sing their childhood lullabies, and Elias began to suspect that the woman in their house might not be their real mother. This suspicion deepened when their mother had said on the phone that she was tired of pretending. Lucas even noticed a change in her eyes. Their mother's eyes had once been green, but now they appeared blue. Though Elias struggled to believe all these signs, his doubts continued to grow. That night, determined to uncover the truth, Elias sneaked into his mother's room. But his actions were discovered, and the angry mother attempted to break into Elias's room. In a furious outburst, she demanded an explanation. Elias boldly accused her of not being their real mother. Enraged, she slapped him and insisted that he call her mom. After the confrontation seemed to settle, the mother busied herself with her skincare routine. But suddenly, when Elias wakes up in terror, Lucas urges his brother to escape from home, convinced more and more that the woman living with them is not their real mother. To cut to the chase, the boys decide to run away. But heavy rain forces them to seek shelter, and they end up spending the night in a neighbor's house that appears abandoned. Unbeknownst to them, the house has a motion sensor, allowing the owner to observe them from afar. While inside, Elias and Lucas feel a deep yearning for their true mother. They begin to wonder how she might really be doing. But their concern turns into panic when Elias notices that Lucas has vanished. He frantically searches for his brother, only to wake up from yet another nightmare. This time, the police have arrived, responding to a report from the homeowner. Elias tries to explain what's happening, but the officers don't believe him. Eventually, the police decide to take Elias away from the neighbor's house. Expecting to be taken to the station, Elias panics when he realizes they are bringing him home instead. Upon arriving, they see their mother with the bandages removed from her face. But Elias and Lucas still cannot recognize her as their real mother. The police explain that a neighbor who was out of town had contacted them, which led to their intervention. Elias is confused. His mother now seems calmer and more approachable than before. He wonders whether it's just his perception or if she has truly changed. Seeing his confusion, his mother tells him to go to his room. Once he leaves, she speaks to the police, revealing that Elias often experiences hallucinations and fabricates vague stories. He frequently imagines events that aren't real. Moved by her distress, the officers begin to accept her explanation. When Lucas returns to his room, he is frustrated that the police aren't taking his story seriously. Determined to uncover the truth, Lucas insists that they must find their real mother. Elias proposes taking action regarding their sleeping mother, and what follows remains a mystery. The next morning, their mother wakes up bound. It becomes clear that Elias and Lucas, increasingly suspicious of her identity, orchestrated this situation. Elias demands that their mother, Alicia, tell the truth about who she is. Alicia insists that she is indeed their biological mother. Elias challenges her, noting that their real mother had green eyes, which Alicia's eyes do not match. Alicia explains that she had been wearing soft green contact lenses on a certain day, and instructs Elias to check her purse to find the lens. Despite her explanation, Elias remains doubtful. His frustration escalates, and he resorts to extreme measures to compel Alicia to admit the truth. Alicia maintains that she is their mother. Lucas, equally confused, searches Alicia's bag to verify her claim. Finding no soft lens, their suspicion that she is an imposter deepens. Lucas urges Elias to leave the house immediately and return to their father's home. Amid the chaos, Alicia pleads with Elias to release her. With a trembling voice, she insists she is their mother and begs him to believe her. Elias refuses, resolute in his distrust. Lucas, increasingly unsettled, urges Elias to make Alicia face stricter consequences. Consumed by anger, Elias complies, treating Alicia even more harshly. However, Lucas kept insisting that they leave the house immediately. After some time, Elias finally agreed, and the two prepared to depart. To cut to the chase, Elias and Lucas were now waiting by the roadside for transport. Suddenly, Elias realized he hadn't properly checked his mother's bag. He lied to Lucas, saying he needed to return home to retrieve his cell phone, which he claimed he had forgotten. Once back at the house, Elias searched the bag thoroughly and discovered the green soft lens inside. This shook his doubts and made him question all his previous suspicions. Shortly after, Lucas arrived, still insisting that the woman was not their mother. This time, however, Elias no longer believed him. He was convinced that Alicia was truly their mother. Elias rushed home to find their mother still bound. After releasing her, he noticed that Lucas had vanished without a trace. Elias was left alone with his mother, while his brother's fate remained unknown. Following the incident, Elias apologized to his mother for misunderstanding her. He admitted that his misdeeds had been influenced by Lucas, whom he had always followed blindly. Understanding her son's struggles, his mother accepted the apology with compassion. Despite this, Elias continued searching for Lucas as if his brother were still present. Seeing her son's relentless search, his mother invited him to the barn. Upon entering, Elias was struck with terror, particularly when he noticed the bullet holes in the wooden posts. His mother urged him to recall events from years ago. Elias, unwilling to face the truth, pretended not to remember. Finally, she revealed that the hole in the post marked where Lucas had died. She reminded Elias that as children the two had played war with a real gun, which accidentally discharged and struck Lucas, causing his death. Hearing this, Elias was visibly shaken. The revelation of the long-hidden tragedy left him in shock. Unable to confront reality, he pushed his mother out of the attic. Seeing her motionless on the floor, guilt and trauma overwhelmed him. In a state of panic and despair, Elias inadvertently set the barn on fire. Upon realizing that his mother had died, he emerged from the burning barn, consumed by guilt and confusion. Amid his torment, Elias suddenly saw Lucas and his mother approaching him. Though they appeared innocent and loving, this was only a haunting illusion, a manifestation of his guilt. And with that, the story comes to a close.